Hi, this is Anahit. Welcome back to English Anahit. We are going to learn very useful idioms with cloud. Idioms play a crucial role when you want to speak in English, because this way you are able to make a better communication with native speakers or with others who are familiar with idioms. In addition, IELTS candidates can use them while speaking and get a hope you enjoy this video. Cast a cloud over something or cast a shadow over something. It means ruin a good situation with something unpleasant. If something casts a cloud over something, it ruins everything and it causes something to be less enjoyable or even not enjoyable at all. Listen to this example. The death of his mother has cast a shadow over the birth of his child. Or the death of his mom has cast a cloud over the birth of his son or his baby, so that they cannot feel as happy as expected. To be in cloud cuckoo land, to live in cloud cuckoo land. You use it whenever you are going to talk about somebody who is unrealistic and over-optimistic. They imagine everything will be okay and they won't face any problems. However, there might be some obstacles or some problems. Imagine a person who is not experienced enough to get a job here, but he or she is really optimistic and thinks he can actually get that position. Here you say he lives in cloud cuckoo land if he thinks he can get that job without any experience. Every cloud has a silver lining. What does it mean? It means every bad situation has a positive side. As a result, we can learn something new and we can use it in our lives so that we can have a better future. So, for instance, you say Mary faced a difficult situation, so her siblings tried their best to help her, resulting in a strong relationship and a family. It was when she realized that every cloud has a silver lining. To be under a cloud. If you are under a cloud, others don't trust you or you are not popular with them because they think you have done something wrong or something negative. This example can help you to understand it better. For instance, she has been under a cloud since her husband was accused of taking a bribe. Here, people don't like her. However, her husband has been accused of that action. They don't like her and they cannot believe her, and they imagine she has done something wrong. For example, she has helped her husband. So here you can say to be under a cloud. Cloud of suspicion. Again, it means, for example, somebody is believed to have done something wrong or is suspected of doing something wrong. However, there might not be any evidence. Here you can say, for example, since the money was stolen, Jack has been under a cloud of suspicion. However, there is no evidence. Actually, nobody can tell he has stolen that money. But everybody believes this is the person who has stolen that money. To be in a cloud, to be in a fog, to be confused emotionally or mentally, or not being aware of what is happening around. He has been in a cloud since he got the bad news. I have been in a fog since I heard that my best friend had died. Even you can say in a fog of. A cloud hanging over someone. It is used to talk about a situation or a future event that can make you unhappy or worried. For example, I feel there is a cloud hanging over me whenever I have to take an important exam. It means I always feel worried or even anxious. Cloud, judgment. Between cloud and judgment, you need to use my, your, his, her, our, their. It causes you not to be able to think clearly or make a correct decision. For example, his anger clouded his judgment. That's why he couldn't behave as well as he had to. 2. Cloud the issue. It means to make something more complicated and more difficult. For example, imagine you and your friend are trying to solve a problem. Suddenly one of you starts talking about past or something which has nothing to do with the problem. It just makes the situation worse and makes the problem more complicated. Here you say, don't cloud the issue with talking about past. We cannot solve the problem this way. A cloud on the horizon. It talks about a problem or difficulty that you expect to face or to have in the future. Imagine I am a student and I don't have any problems with the subjects I study at school. The only problem is physics. I'm not good at it at all. Here I have to take some exams. Now I say I'm okay, and the physics test is a cloud on the horizon. Clouds of glory with notable and splendid appearance. It is the result of something honorable and something that a person is proud of. It can be an achievement, for example. Here you say, imagine there is an athlete, she has been able to get a medal, so he or she will return to her own country in clouds of glory. Absolutely, because she has achieved something great. A cloud of uncertainty. It is about a situation that is not clear at all. Here you say there is a cloud of uncertainty about the way he has become rich. To be on a cloud, to be extremely happy. He was on a cloud after being praised for his research on animals. A cloud of gloom, a feeling of sadness and depression. For example, a cloud of gloom settled on the community after the horrible news broke out. To be on cloud 7 or to be on cloud 9 both have the same meaning. But to be on cloud 9 is more common. But what do they mean? They mean to be extremely happy, to be delighted. For example, you can say they are on cloud 9 because they have been accepted at a high-ranking university. Cloud over. Cloud over, you can use it for sky. Whenever you say sky clouds over, it means it becomes dark and it is full of black clouds. But you can use it for a person. When somebody's face and somebody's eyes cloud over, it means that person becomes worried and unhappy. His face clouded over when he heard that his ex-girlfriend had married. It means he became unhappy. Head in the clouds. To have one's head in the clouds. You use it to talk about somebody who is distracted because they are absorbed in their own dreams and thoughts, or even to talk about somebody whose ideas are not useful and are not practical, as those ideas have nothing to do with the current situation or with the current problem. Here, for example, you can say he is usually criticized by his father because he has his head in the clouds. He's not realistic. To be lost in the clouds. To be lost in the clouds is used to talk about someone who is confused or unaware of what is happening around. For example, Alex was lost in the clouds, or he seemed to be lost in the clouds, so he couldn't respond.